Hey guys, it's your girl, Charity Nicole, also known as the Green Mama, and today I have 8 tips to help you guys travel through the holidays with your babies. So my first tip is give yourself extra time. I used to be the kind of person that would get to the airport about 45 minutes before my flight took off. I'd rush the security and get to the gate as soon as they were pretty much ending boarding. Like every time I lived life on the edge. And this first time when I was traveling to Washington not too long ago, I know this sounds crazy, but I just forgot that I was traveling with a baby, and I got to the airport at the last minute, and it was the most stressful thing ever. I seriously almost missed my flight, really almost missed my flight. So give yourself as much time as necessary. If you have to get to the airport a full 2 hours ahead and just be bored with the baby, then do that instead of stress yourself out and try to rush through it. I'm telling you, it will save you so much stress. So give yourself extra time. Second tip is make sure you have your infant boarding pass. I had no idea that I needed an infant boarding pass. I figured he's 2.5 months old. Why, he doesn't need a ticket. I'm not paying for him. But I didn't know that I actually needed a boarding pass for babies. They'll say infant. I flew with Delta, so it will say infant on here, and that just means that you indeed have an infant with you. I think they do this for security reasons. I'm not really sure, but I had no idea. So I got to the checkpoint and the TSA agent was like, do you have your infant boarding pass? Infant boarding pass? I had no idea I even needed one of those. So I had to rush all the way back to the ticket counter, and she had to add the baby, but because I got there so late, we almost didn't have time. It was 25 minutes until the flight was taking off, and I was at the counter, still haven't gone through security because I needed to get that boarding pass. So give yourself extra time, get that boarding pass ahead of time. So my next tip is wear the baby as soon as you can. If you can get out of the car, get all the luggage, and then throw the baby into a carrier, at that point I would definitely suggest it. I had my Moby wrap here. The first time when I was flying to Washington, I had him in the stroller through security, and then once we got through security, then I put him, once we got through security, I had to run to the gate, but once we got onto the plane that's when I decided to wear him, and it worked really well. But I wish that I would have started wearing him earlier, because when we flew back from Seattle, I actually wore him through the whole security checkpoint situation, and it made it so much easier. So definitely wear the baby as soon as you can. If you're traveling with a car seat and stroller, because my baby at the time of traveling was only 2.5 months old when we were renting a car, so I had to bring his car seat and his stroller with the base, plus my bags, plus my mom's bags. So if you're traveling with all that kind of stuff and you have the baby, just know that security, the checkpoint, it's going to be a little bit stressful. Just take your time, don't try to rush through it so that the people behind you can get through it. You have a baby, be safe. Something I didn't know, they make you take the car seat out of the stroller. They make you not tear down, but fold down the stroller so that it can fit on the belt. The car seat goes through the belt. The baby obviously can't be in it. You have to be holding the baby. That's why I suggest wearing the baby as soon as you can. But plus all your bags, and then if you have any electronics, all those rules still apply. So like I said, the security checkpoint area can be a little bit more stressful with having a baby no matter what, but just take your time and don't rush through it, because that will definitely make it worse. And since you're giving yourself ample time before the flight boards, change the baby's diaper before you get on the plane. I cannot stress this enough. Changing a baby's diaper on the plane is not easy. Those little seats are so small, and maybe it's just because Sage is huge already, but it was so hard to change his diaper. And on the way to Seattle, I had to change his diaper 3 times on the plane. It was so hard. I'm so happy that I had my mom with me, because she was able to help me hold his feet and everything, because it was definitely a lot harder to change his diaper on a plane. So if you get a chance, change the baby's diaper before you board the plane. Definitely suggest for my next tip is feed during takeoff and landing. And this is baby's version of chewing gum or yawning that we do to help with our ears popping when we're on the plane. the suction that they make helps them with their ears popping as well. So try to feed during takeoff, and then try to feed during landing. It will be a lot easier for you. And I would definitely suggest some noise canceling baby headphones like these, just because those plane engines are really loud. Sometimes there's other crying babies, or the all the announcements that the captains and the flight attendants make. So if the baby does fall asleep, you don't want the baby to be woken up from those things. I definitely would suggest some noise canceling baby headphones. And then my last tip is for if baby obviously does not fall asleep on the plane, to have toys or something that you can kind of soothe and help distract the baby. Sage slept most of the flights there and back, but the time that I really had to keep him entertained was when we were at the airport coming from Seattle, because we arrived super early. So I brought our Warmy with us. You know, he doesn't really play with real toys quite yet, but this helped him to not be so antsy while he was in the stroller, while we were just, you know, kind of waiting when he wasn't asleep. So this is a weighted stuffed animal, and it also smells like lavender, and you can heat it up, and you just place this kind of on their chest. Obviously make sure it's not on their face, and it kind of makes them feel like somebody's there with him. So this definitely calms him down when he's getting a little fussy, getting a little antsy. I'll go ahead and just put this in his stroller, and this definitely helps him. So if you have something like this, or if the babies are a little bit older and they play with like real toys, I would suggest at least bring one toy with you to help distract and entertain the baby on the flight. So that's it, guys. 8 tips to help this holiday season traveling a little bit easier with your baby. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you guys next time.